laajte woon lu jëm ci mbiri secular state.
ako ay ñininka lu mun ma gira sa place la pura.
tontu bi ñu ko jox rafet na trop.
ako ye jaabe mun gira won ñana baake.
dégg la kaado boobu amee waa rat woon nekk fa woon.
ako toña la ko mu solo mu mo man tan mu jee.
loolu dégg la.
ako mu toña di.
waaye nag li ci tegu mooy.
ako ba to mun la ka won ñu ci ko.
ne amul kenn ki nga xam ne.
ako mo ma solo mu yàlla ko.
wax na ne.
ako ko.
soxla lañ day soxla.
ako sula na ko.
pour ñu dogal woot boobu ci biir constitution bi.
bon sula ko won ma ko won ñu ta dundi wo a droit ñu ko.
maa ngi jégalu tuuti.
ako be ha ko woni la je baake.
Christian Council.
ako Christian Council.
di nga xam ne noo fi toogal chrétien yëpp.
ako me ko ne si Christian ko la pe.
am na kayit bi nga xam ne.
ako ye kay do sulu mu yàlla ko.
yónnee woon nañ ko CRC.
ya kinu CRC.
ne leen ne.
ya fe ko.
te man ko am suma téléphone.
ako wakati la be mu aba mu ta téléphone ko no.
te bëgg naa koo jànga.
ako ata ko ka ni karam.
su ko defee mu leer.
ako pour ko ni ay. ako Christian Council mu ko ni di ko.
The secularity of the Gambia.
ako sa Gambia ya se ko ni sa
and the right to freedom of religion and worship.
ako pour ye fara ta fam pour ye di no ka ono.
war naa feeñ.
ako ñanta Sénégal ne.
digg la feeñ na.
ako fi na to yalem.
waaye fi mu feeñee ñun chrétien yi buggee wuñ ko bopp.
ako fi na yalem mu do Christian man la fara o ñama.
garab su taxawee.
ako na yo ni lota.
nga jël reen bi dog ko.
ako ye sulo ta yo kundu.
li ci des si kaw.
ako mun tula santo.
du yàgg dina dee.
ako na de o be faale.
kon nag dañ bëgg ñu delloo woot boobu.
ako na fa o kuma ko ñaa.
ci reen ya.
ako o sulo ñu nga
su ko defee mu sax.
ako ya wo ni yesu
bu baax a baax.
fa ya ñata fa ñaame.
beneen lii nag lettre boo xam ne dañ ko seetloo CRC la.
ko ñu mo le dara ko mo le ku la da ko ni ko.
some of the wordings of the old preamble.
ako kuma ko ma ko ko ma ko sa ku da ko no ni.
to be maintained.
ako kuma ko o tuye.
in the new constitution.
ako ni loi ku da ko musale.
The Gambia is a sovereign, secular republic with diverse ethno-linguistic and religious freedom and opportunities, ensuring inter-ethnic, political and religious freedom for social cohesion. Lii la Christian Council laajte. te su fekkee ne ñoom gisuñ kayit gi. ñu ngi leen di ñaan ñu delluwaat ñu wut ko. parce que bala ñoo def liggéey bi. dañ laajte woon nit ñi ci dëkk gi. ñu joxe seen xalaat. Christian Council la seen xalaat joxe nañ ko. te kayit gi yóbbu nañ ko. su fekkee nag dañ ne àggul si ñoom. ñu laaj ñu ko. ñu delloo leen ko. am nañ copie bi. te lii mu ngi ñu ngi ko jox depuis December of last year. woot bi nekk fa woon. bugga nañ ko fa. ba pare tam. National Assembly. bi ñoo tere li nga xam ne moom la CRC war a jëfandikoo liggéeyee ko. dañ ko fa leeral. bi nga la waxuñ leen ñu teg ci kanam. def nañ ay mbir ci biir. waaye ku nar a sampa. foog nga am foundation. buñ génnee loolu ci foundation bi. dañu ko tegal si periphéral gi. loolu dayit ñu. li ñoo laajte mooy. dëkk bii. nit ñëpp a ko bokk. chrétien la. sëriñ la. bahaay la. ahmadiya la. ñun ñëpp a fi am. bon nag. ni nga xam ne nekk si nguur. bu ñu mën a jël xaalis si dëkk bi. di ko jëmale ci benn yoon. di samp yi jumaa. di def li nga xam ne nii defaluñ ko ahmadiya bi. wala defaluñ ko bahaay bi. wala defaluñ ko chrétien gi. loolu la ñoo laajte. ñun ñoo fi nekk. ñun chrétien si. liñ liggéey si dëkk bi. bëri na. school yaa ngi fi.
ako school be genne.
lopitaan yaa ngi fi.
lopitaan be genne.
loolu loo xalaat ci liggéey bi.
ako mo fama ko muy dañ ko ko.
kenn teg na ci loxo.
Kristo ya bu dund liggéey.
man mii wax nii.
ako te mun yaw de.
loolu nga la mu doon gàllankoor rek.
man ta diya kese wala.
am naa school boo xam ne.
ako nga school so de.
xale yi fa nekk.
ko tini ñu ko je.
dinaa fayal.
nga graduate.
ko doole gi yëpp.
ako ñu siyaare woon ko.
doomu chrétien.
ay ma ki Kristo
ay sëriñ lañ.
be mu ni mu morale ci.
kon ñu ngi ñaan CRC.
ko be CRC daale la.
ñu gestu lii.
ñu ko ko ñu jibe.
Christian Council.
ako Christian Council.
ñu ngi bindaat beneen kayit. muy wane ne. waxoon nañ lii. te ñu ko waxaat.
Mr. Jata, what are you doing here in Janjambure?
Well, today I purposely come for this CRC event. I'm all the way from Kombo. I'm a native of Birkama but residing in Latrikunda, German. So I came purposely just because of this event, because I know maybe by the time they reach to our area, I'll be busy or I may not be around. So I want to take the opportunity to make sure that I attend and also share my view as I did today.
How do you see the new draft constitution?
Well, the new draft constitution, the way I see it, is good. It's very, very good. The only place I have a board is the word secular and also the Sharia issue. But thank God with Mr. Jallo, I think he has done some clarifications, has done so much clarification, and that gives me a little air of breathing or a little confidence to say that maybe they'll look into our considerations and our concern and come out with one that also every individual in this country will see himself in that constitution. I'm so happy with the work that they are doing anyway.
A lot of Christians are concerned about this secular word and the Sharia. Do you guys feel threatened?
I, for one, I feel threatened, and I know that we Christians we feel threatened because there are many things that has happened in the past, and we don't want such things to start again. If you talk of this Sharia issue, what makes us fear is that, especially when Yajame turned the country into an Islamic state, and before that even, we have so many conflicts with Muslims, and when you go to court or you want to proceed with the issue into legal issue, you want to take it into legal issues, you come to see that most of those things are not put into consideration. So we see that hence this is a new constitution that they are drafting or amending. So we want to share our view, because if I can give a classic example, I witnessed one that, it was during Ramadan, and we are having our program. As we are having our program, they were having their Ramadan. After it was almost around 1 or 2. I went to buy junkie. Then there was juice called junkie. I went to buy the junkie. I saw a group of people coming. So I came to my boys. I said, everybody has gone home, but there is a group coming around this, and what is going on? On that day, my sister, how I escaped that place, I don't know. Because when they came, the stones that they stoned us, and they went, I'm from Birkama Nyambai. And the thing happened in Birkama Nyamba. It's not somebody telling me. So all those things, we feel that if those Sharia and the law does not give us a guarantee, it does not give us a room or a place for us to see our view, for us also to say that we are citizens and we are concerned, and they don't see our concern, we feel threatened, especially when that Sharia has to do and you remove circular, because we see that the circular will help us to say that, okay, I have right to say that, okay, I'll sue this person to court. I don't have to be threatened. I don't have to be forced. I don't have to be this thing should not be done to me, and so on and so forth, and I stand on my right. So that is what we are just advocating for, and that's what we are here. Especially there is a group that is also working. You can see it here. I don't know whether the camera is looking at it. So you can see these people. They say they are concerned citizens for the sake of humanity, Concerned Citizens Conference. These people, I have one of their documents. And what they are writing and what they are advocating for is more of like, let me hit the nail on the head, it's more of like remove this constitution and put Islamic law. And Islamic law, I don't believe in it. I'm a Christian. I don't have to be governed by Islamic law if by right, because look, put yourself in my shoe. If somebody rises up there and say, okay, he's a Christian and he wants to implement a Christian law, how will you feel? Will you be happy with it? What is your take in that? So when you see those kind of things, then you need to consider and put yourself in that shoe. We are not fighting, we are not arguing. They can share their view, fine, we can share our view. So what I want the commission to do is just to look into our consideration, let them consider our views and also come with a tangible and good laws that will govern all of us, and all of us will see ourselves in it and will also fit in the society.
Government should be neutral and be independent, that what party deserved and Euro deserved, Fadil also can also deserve, and we can be equal. That we Christians should not feel threatened. And likewise, Muslims should not feel threatened. Baha'i, Ahmadiyya, you can name them. It is our country. So we want a neutral law, government to be neutral and guide and protect everyone. And that is not in the constitution as we are talking about. So we want secular, not secularism. I want that to be clear.
You made mention of being threatened. Do you guys feel threatened about with this new draft constitution?
Actually, today, just being here, hearing Justice Jallo, Kamara, Commissioner Kamara, and many other people making clarifications and answering our questions is giving us a hope. And then, like you can see, I can breathe somehow happily. But when you see there is a faction of group, kind of, which are preparing themselves, in fact, because they see the Sharia mentioned in this new draft law, and they are now saying that they are demanding for them to be empowered to have their own judges also who will be in the Supreme Court of this country, and also that the Constitution can empower them that they can have law over the widows of non.
Mr. Alvaro, how is life in Jaren?
Life in Jaren is fine. Actually, I'm from Soma. I just come when I heard about the CRC coming to meet the community here. I also said I want to come and listen, because when they started in Combo other areas, because of distance, I could not go. But here it was a bit closer. I said I will come and witness it.
How do you see the new draft constitution?
The new draft constitution, what is discussed so far, is very appealing, except that the stand of the state of Gambia should be spelled out, so that we know our state, as our country as a state, what is going to govern us in times of freedom of religion, freedom of speech, conscience and movement, so that when you move in the Gambia, you don't fear based on your ethnicity, based on your religious background, someone attack you and things like that. That's our concern as a Gambian, because in Gambia we live as one people. Yeah, and that's why you say Gambia, no problem. The peace that is known in the Gambia should be maintained. Religion and other sentiment and other issues should not separate, divide us.
Are you threatened by the new draft constitution?
Not threatened actually, but I'm concerned about the word circular being omitted, because I don't want to speculate reasons that I don't know why the word is omitted. But the word, personally, I think the word should be maintained. And if the word is going to be maintained, the word should be backed with another phrase, another word, that is sovereign circular state. Our neighbor Senegal, they are operating as a sovereign circular state and also social. So whereby, even in terms of population, they are far more than us. And we are neighbor. All languages are spoken here are also spoken there. Climatic factors share all the same. Even cultural background, we have the same tribe. So what is applicable to Senegal, and they are living in peace, tranquility, we think if we also practice the same thing, it will serve us good. So they will not regret, our future generation will not regret having a Gambia whereby we discuss on their behalf. And what we discuss on behalf is binding on them. And the constitution is our voice that is going to be recorded, stated. So whatever we decide should be something that will serve us today, serve future generation and generations to come.
li amna mana torop pour nga giso ak nit ñi
ago ni kuma da bagi emoli hakilo panino
lu jëm ci dem kanami rew
mu yalla go bango ñaaru dale
ci ñi nga xamne loolu lañ jotta waxtaan ni le
ago e kadamu furo jam
ci lu mo doon seet ci chapter 1 of the constitution
ago kadame juwe no wala chapter 1 constitution la karwa
ma delo suma hel ci 1997 constitution bay
ako hakilo murundi 1997 constitution ko
ak changes bu nga xam ne bu ndaw moo am diggante 1997 constitution ak bu nga xam ne boobu lañ bëgg a indi nii léegi.
ako falindiro mun kena 1997 constitution ani constitution kuda ma kara mun dara de.
The Gambia is a sovereign secular nation state.
Ako Gambia mo is a sovereign secular state.
Lolo 1997 constitution bi lolo la wax.
Ako be 1997 constitution le kono.
Waaye li ma gis ci constitution bu nekk di draft ni.
Ako bay ay mu je sabe ku ya folo mu ni folo de ni constitution ko.
Secular dafa mel ni dañ ko amee.
Secular kamula ko yo bo digene.
Te suñ seetee the definition of secular.
Ako ni ya de secular la definition.
Dafa mel ni comme maanaam pour émaler ñëpp la nguur bi dafay émaler ñëpp.
Akamula ko mazabula kamo be ke kilindi.
Du seet ci sa wàllum maanaam loo gëm.
Amaki ko ke la diine juwanto.
Du seet tamit maanaam ci ban xeet nga bokk.
Akamula ko def si ada duwe ma def si juwanto.
te du seet it tamit ci ban politique nga bokk tamit.
Ata duwe ma def politique juwanto, politique parti juwanto.
Naan ni chrétien.
Ay def chrétien bi.
maa ngi gis ne comme loolu génnee nañ ko ci maanaam ci constitution bi maa gis ne ñu ngi ko draft.
Akambuta ko ate ko ke bara ya je ko yo bondi gene ye seven tunya ko mo bondi de.
Dafa mel ni laajte la ci man te dafa mel ni ite la tamit.
Akambuta ko ate ñini karo wa karo bara kuma bu ko ne.
Lu ma wax file moo nekk.
Ako abe mo projet wan ko.
Su fekkee ne dañoo liggéey pour émaler nit ñi ñëpp.
Ako naata ko be do ko ga pour mo tege kilindi.
Kon dafa mel ni lii dañ ko fa war a dugal.
Akambuta ko wo ñente o dundi la gene.
Ndikte soo seetee si wàllu
Draft constitution.
That of me, I think I would speak in Mandinka. Ngamenje wala mo yenti ko ate nyala ning atra banko kilingu be tamakan kiti fulale tem. Because ni ko saria ona fansung kiti bungolemu. Ni nata luala miyalon ka banko kan o fanan na fansung banko lamu. Andu Gambia jang ntolo Cristiano ni muslimol be kiling bebe nyokonole. Ansi nyoke problème aussi non ton temale wol sikeno wala nan ngamira mo folol ka be milbe jam wole menje wala mo nyenti ko ntol be killing andum ibe yembe samba kiti bun killing kono nin ko keto bara te maten nte mamira mantra kontane yakol.
Do you feel threatened by the new draft constitution?
Kende ke fongo de mbesila ngala bake katu mala mi laban nyame ngamin folo long e bo bondi kam bulule sile ben dundi kan dami mo woto long for si tra silari.
What
bu dem ci mbiri sharia.
Gana sala ko.
Gis nañ ne.
Ko nga jexo.
Kadi court si.
Ako kadi ko.
dañ leen wecci.
Nga spalinde.
def leen sharia court.
Nga te nga sharia court.
ba pare ñu establish.
Ako nana ka ko de.
Sharia high court.
Sharia high court.
ba pare tam.
Ako fasan ko de.
dem na ba ci level supreme court.
Ako ko ka mo ki de
am naa laajte bu ndaw.
nga ñi nga so do nga so.
su fekkee ne.
Ako na ko.
ki nga xam ne.
Mo na ko.
mooy tànn.
wala ta suba ta ko la.
ñuy nekk ci supreme court bi.
Ni ya wala ni ta supreme court.
su tànnee ñi nga xam ne nii.
Na la mo to ni ya ko.
ñoom ñëpp seen xalaat.
Wote mi ya mi lo.
jëm na ci mbir lu mel ni sharia.
Ila mi ya ta ko sharia ko le.
bon ñi nga xam ne doonuñ chrétien.
Ako mo ta ko mete ke.
fan lañ jëm.
Wote ta ko le.
digga la leer na.
Ako so ya so.
mais mbiri sharia.
Ako ba sharia ko la.
dina em ci mbiri sëy.
Wote na ti kay gi futa ko la.
dina em ci mbiri séddoo amin alal ku dee.
Ako ke ta ko
ak yu mel noonu.
loolu
ba ñu ko de. waaye ñu fàttaliku ne. ay ñetti at si gannaaw. am na ku taxawoon si dëkk bii. ñu ne dëkk bii. Islamic State la. loolu nag. doonoon na góom. ci xoli chrétien yi. doonoon na góom. ci ñun. kon nag góom boobu. su fekkee ne ñun ñëpp. dañ taxawoon. ñu xeex. dañ am jaama tey. lii xew nii léegi. mu ngi indiwaat góom yi.
Like, I'm married, I died, my wife is there. Now the Sharia or that law should give them power to prostitute my wife or to make decision for my wife. And my wife is a Christian. We see that this is just going too far. It's not in the new draft constitution, but it is a group. And we Christians have been living for so many years in this country with Muslims. My family, my relatives are Muslims. We have a lot of families whom we know we are intermarried. One of the team members is just saying to me that his wife is a Christian and he's a Muslim. He's in fact an imam, he says. And we have seen the cases like coming together. We stand together when we are brief, like death, when we have our wives, we have new babies, we celebrate together. But if there should be a law, we should divide us. It is really difficult and it scares us a little bit. Why? Because just 2015, Jammeh declared this country as Islamic Republic or Islamic State. You can mention anyhow. But Jammeh I'm not aware that he sent any police officer or military officer to go and stop Christians from worshiping in their church on Sundays. But there's a certain group of people who mobilize themselves. They go storm the churches, storm inside the churches and ask people to stop worship because it's an Islamic state. That is what scared us. And that is why we are coming out. You can bear me a witness, and many Gambians, Christians have been silent for long. You never hear us government talk, we talk against, or somebody talk, we come and talk against. People preach on the radios, quoting the Bible wrongly and insulting Christians on microphones. And now it's even becoming more. So to safeguard that, the government should really look into this issue of Sharia and also secular. Because this country belongs to all of us. We should feel.
jabar bi nekk chrétien muso mu christian wala sax mu tuuboon nekk sëriñ bari hana tuuba kina musulman mu delluwaat nekk chrétien mu ko na kina christian ba ci biir kër googu mu am ay doom ay di mo so ye nga xam ne ñenn si ñoom ako ni ko no bu ko nekkatuñ sëriñ musulman nekk nañ chrétien ak kina christian bul seedoo bagage yi na mo nka tala nu mo mel ako rek la ñaari ba pare dégg nañ ñi nga xam ne ñu suñ université si ñu ngi wax ne ñoom lii nag kenn waxut na ko man maa ko déglu ñu ngi wax ne lépp li nga xam ne àndut ci sariya du nekk ci constitution bi maa ko dégg ak sama nopp lu Yaya Jammeh waxoon mu naxari ñu toogaat di dégg ay lecturer ci université bi ñu taxaw di wax ne lépp li nga xam ne àndut ak sharia bugguñ ko ci constitution bi ba pare ñuy xeex pour that secular town li nga xam ne mooy ñëpp dañoo am li nga xam ne moom lañ am dara du leen ko aaye neutrality this same professor mu ne bëggul ko faa gis ba pare mu ngay wax mbiri homosexualité góor di sëy ak jigéen góor di sëy ak góor loolu amul dara lu def ak sécularité su fekkee dafa bëgg a isi mbisi libéralisme loolu ak sécularité doonuñ benn kon nag ñu leen di ñaan dëkk bi ñëpp ko bokk ñëpp fi nekk di ñaxa samp nañ ay school samp nañ ay lopitaan li fiy def bëri na lu gestuwaat lu ñu fi suñu bàyyi ñu sàmm ko ñu dundee ko
written by the new draft constitution.
Kende ke fongo dem be silari ngala baki katu mala mi laban nyame ngamen folo longe bo bondi kam bulule sile ben dundi kan dami mo woto long for si tra silari.
What message do you have for the Constitutional Review Commission?
Ntiga min soto wala mo nyinti ka fuko ye sariya ko tenkundi kadi court bijanni nunto wala be tama kanjang ni muslimolu dunta nyola ke tarolam bang fo aton fo futu ko lam bang e kata kadi court le yeta ya ko be anansi ya ko ke bani ko sariya mu feneti miango a warta kadi court le so imagine ko be kala feneti miango banko kan abe mo jamal tinyala katum ni ajube sariya ni ngatra nga tamani bangunga mo jama bije bulole kundulal mo jamal bije ibe falale andum sariya nyaay kitiyo kundu a kundule woto mbele filam minna ning atra ko na gambia din killing mala fika fwal ning mi mistake ya samba kitiyo le ya soron ye ko dole ke bar ni sariya nati wo ka kuntu murol la nde ma mandiante
Review Commission and Gambians at large.
The message I have for them is the work they are doing is a good work, but they should also listen and acknowledge the voice of people who may be regarded as the minority group and people who are non-Muslim per se, so that their contribution, they may not only speak in on their own perspective because of they feel they are the minority, but what they are saying also could be for the benefit of the whole Gambia. Because in the Gambia, irrespective of minority or minority, we live together and we make friends, even intermarriage. Some families, if you go, you have people from different faith and they still live in the same house. What separates them is only when it comes to prayer, you know that this pray in this way and the other one pray in another way. But what unites us is the Gambia is a homeland. Gambia is a homeland. So we should cherish the Gambia, the culture, and know that whatever we are going to pass to be a working document should serve us, serve the generation that is yet to come, and even future generations.
For the Constitutional Review Commission and the Gambians at large.
I actually want to first, let me talk to Gambians. I want us to slow down. I come on the ground. I have privilege to talk with the chairman, Justice Jallo, and some of the team members. And I think they are doing their very much level best. Perhaps the time they are inserting Sharias and removing secular or not putting secular, they are not thinking that things can go this way. But out there, people are talking and things are just going little bit the way I think it should not go, because we, the minority, feel threatened. And I always say to people, there cannot be majority without minority. Anywhere people talk about majority, minority is present. That's why they are majority. So we are important. You come to national developments, education side, health side, you name them. And I will tell you something. I will not mention the person's name, but there's a Christian missionary in this country who buy paint and go and paint an imam's house. A Christian buy paint. Himself went and paint the imam's house because he's a religious leader and he deserves to be respected and his place should look nice. Not once, not two times. So, but now if we are showing that we are not the same, I mean, it will be difficult. We cannot be silent. We will be talking. And the Constitutional Review Committee, Justice Jallo and the team, I want to really advise and add this, that they are putting down a lot of stuffs. They are considering them, as he says in his answer. We are grateful, we are happy about that. But I hope that they will look into it, because to my surprise in Kerewan, he was saying about 8 people right and raised their concern about this secular. That surprises me. You look at the population and how much people wrote. I know Christian Council, we wrote. I know some people who wrote. And we are writing still. And tomorrow, Christian Council, we are going to submit our position letter to their head office in Carnifing. And we just hope that our letters will not be under the carpet, but they will take consideration and go through, because we are important also in this country, and we have no place to go. This is our country. No matter what, this is our country.
What message do you have for the Gambians people?
Yes, I think one thing for the Gambia is that let us not be fighting all over this thing. Today, I have a little relief, and I think Mr. Jallo and the other and the crew, they need to come out and also explain better, whether on TV, on all medias, and explain better, because there are certain things that he uttered, like the person who just left here, about what he said that 8 people wrote and so on, and only 3 people were talking about this circular stuff. That is not supposed to be. It's not about how many people wrote. It's a concern. If you talk of majority, as he said, you have minority, and that minority has a concern and they have fear. So I want the Gambian people, look, especially let us continue the peace that we have here. The only thing we can cherish in this country is the peace that we have. I have the privilege of travel few countries, and I know places that, there is no peace. Because of the peace, they cannot enjoy their resources. We Gambia, we don't have much resources, and if we don't have the resources, the thing I can call resources is our peace, and we can hold it, and let us hold it so firmly that we should not allow it to escape. That's what we should cherish most, and have that unity, because most of our families, we see that some are Christians, some are Muslims, and they live in the same place. In my family, we have it. We eat on the same bowl, we share, we do things together. When Tabaski come, they enjoy, we enjoy with them. Christmas come, we enjoy, they enjoy with us. We move on, because all what we are fighting for is here. What is there? God knows. So everybody explain according to what you believe and what you think is right, and that's what we are doing.
What message do you have for the Gambians?
Gambianol mbenyi mfula mo Gambianol beeko mamanyoli e kiti yo kiti bungo min lojang kiti bungo lo miyalan ko ay bele kilinguti an ndebe la fila gambianol be ning atre ba bolantella be tamo kiti kilingula e sariyango landi jana kadu sariyango feneti aka kuntumurol abuka kunturo buka doya